The kingdom of Eldoria, once vibrant, was shrouded in fear. King Theron, strong and wise, lay dying. A strange illness gripped him, sapping his life force. Whispers of despair echoed through the castle halls. The king's coughs echoed, each one a death knell. Queen Lyra, her face etched with worry, held his hand. Her touch, once a spark of life, now offered little comfort. The healers, their faces drawn and grim, had exhausted their knowledge. Hope, like a flickering candle, threatened to die out. Prince Arion, barely a man, watched his father fade. He was tall and strong, his eyes mirroring the king's own courage. His heart ached, a dull throb of fear and helplessness. He was the heir, but was he ready? An ancient prophecy spoke of the Tree of Life, hidden in the land of no return. Its leaves held the power to heal any ailment. But the journey was fraught with peril, a one-way passage for most.
Find the leaf, Arion, save yourself, save our people!
Arion accepted the quest, his jaw set with determination. He would defy fate, conquer the impossible. He would save his father, his king, his kingdom. The weight of the crown, heavy and cold, settled upon his brow.
I will not fail you, father.
He assembled his companions, Chaol, the seasoned warrior, loyal and strong, Lyra, a skilled huntress, swift and agile, and Alara, a wise healer, her knowledge vast. They pledged their lives to him, to his father, to Eldoria. They set out their journey beginning with hope. The land before them, however, offered little solace. The land of no return was aptly named. It was a desolate expanse of jagged mountains and treacherous swamps.
Stay close, everyone. We must be vigilant.
They battled fierce creatures, their roars echoing through the canyons. They crossed raging rivers, the water cold and unforgiving. Each challenge tested their resolve, pushing them to their limits. After weeks of hardship, they reached a hidden valley. In the center stood the Tree of Life, its leaves shimmering with an ethereal glow. But guarding it was a fearsome beast, a creature of legend.
The beast lunged, its claws sharp as swords. Chaol met its fury head-on, his sword ablaze. Lyra's arrows flew, each one finding its mark. Elara, chanting words of power, held the beast at bay. Arion, with a swift, clean stroke, pierced the beast's heart.
The challenge was met with bravery and skill, each member playing their part to protect the Tree of Life. Victorious but weary, they approached the Tree of Life. The air thrummed with ancient energy. Arion carefully plucked a single, radiant leaf.
Hope surged through him, a beacon in the darkness. They had the leaf, the key to his father's salvation.
But the journey had taken its toll. The land of no return demanded a price. Alara, wounded in the battle, grew weaker. Her breathing became shallow, her face pale.
"The land, it takes its due," she whispered.
They raced back, their hope now tinged with desperation. Alara's condition worsened with each passing day. They used the leaf's power to ease her pain, but it was not enough.
"My king," Alara murmured, her voice fading. "Protect your father. Protect Eldoria." With her final breath, a sad smile touched her lips. The light in her eyes flickered and died. The land of no return had claimed its due.
They returned to Eldoria, their hearts heavy with grief and a sliver of hope. King Theron, clinging to life, smiled weakly as Arion approached, the leaf glowing softly in his hand.
"You returned," the king rasped, his voice a mere whisper.
The leaf's power flowed into the king, chasing away the shadows of illness. He sat up, his eyes clear, his voice strong. But the victory was short-lived. The illness, though purged, had taken its toll.
"My son," the king said, his voice thick with emotion, "you are ready."
King Theron, his final moments filled with grace, passed away peacefully. Arion, his heart shattered yet resolute, took his place on the throne. He was no longer a prince, but a king, forged in the fires of loss and responsibility.
He would rule with wisdom and courage, guided by the memory of his father and the sacrifice of Elara. He would lead Eldoria into a new age, forever mindful of the price of peace and the weight of the crown.